What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Jose. I wanted to go ahead and take my camera and just chill out in the sun for a little bit. These days it's been crazy busy, just working, grinding, and getting these in as I can throughout the day. And that's the thing. Maybe we could talk a little bit about that, because I know that a lot of people make excuses about making content and just being able to establish an online presence. And all it really takes is just you pulling out your camera and providing value to people. Or even if you're in a specific industry where you're in business or you're documenting your life, whatever the fuck it is, it's so simple to take out your phone, pull out the camera, and just have a conversation, right? So we understand that your life is going to be busy as an entrepreneur or as a person who is busy doing whatever they're doing in their life, right? Whether it's kids, responsibilities, whatever. However, get the limiting belief out of your head that it's difficult to create content and that it's going to take time to create content, because the only person that is saying that is you. This video may take me 10 to 15 minutes, maybe even less, right? And it was as simple as me taking out my phone from my pocket, going outside, taking a break from work, enjoying the sun for a little bit. This is healthy. This is totally fucking healthy, right? And just enjoying having this conversation with you about the things that are on my mind. And I find that creating content is easier when you're actively doing something. When you're a lazy piece of shit and you're a fucking slug, it's gonna be very difficult for you to have anything meaningful or anything of substance to speak about. However, when you're actively on the grind, you're working out, you're ramping up the calls, you're on the phones, sales, doing this, doing that, handling business, handling situations, being responsible, being a responsible person, I find that you tend to have more realizations as you're more productive, and you tend to learn more from life as you do more in life, that you can go ahead and share with the world, that the world can then benefit and then possibly cause a solution to somebody's problem, right? So when it comes down to making content, and it doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It doesn't have to be strenuous, right? I don't even know if that's a word, but it doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be this thing where you're just, oh my God, I don't want to do it. And a lot of the times too, a lot of people are afraid of making content because they don't want to be judged, right? They don't want to be rejected. They want to be safe in a shell. Well, I got newsflash for you, buddy. When you get into business, business is tough, right? Nobody's going to be fucking nice to you. Nobody's going to baby you. Nobody's going to do any of that shit. It's up to you to have that tough skin, to be able to build that grit where regardless of whatever somebody fucking says, it doesn't fucking matter. I could have 20 different fucking comments from haters on this video, but it wouldn't fucking matter. Why? Because I understand what I'm doing, and I've already helped many people change their lives and change their viewpoint on the world that has helped them with their lives, right? Whether it be with women, whether it be with their mindset, whether it be with their business. This is what the fuck I do, right? So for you as an individual, don't be afraid of going out into the world and speaking your truth and communicating and expressing how you feel, because the more congruent that you are with the world, the more congruent that your world will be with the values that you uphold as a person. Don't allow yourself to be fake for somebody else's validation, because that person's validation means less than the goals and the dreams and the things that you actually want for yourself. Know that. Because the more that you're fake with people, the more that you're fake about your expression and who you are, and the more you lie just to try to please other people, the more you're lying to yourself. And the more you're lying to yourself, the more delayed you're becoming, and the more delayed you're delaying your dreams, essentially, right? Why would you want to delay your dreams? Why would you want to delay your goals? Why would you want to delay the life that you want to live and the life that you want to create? It's another property my brother and I are building. I know you guys are just used to seeing me in the office or just talking, whatever, but I'd like to change it up a little bit, right? Get a little bit more personal. And I want you guys to understand that I'm a person just like anybody else, right? We all have problems. We all go through certain things in our lives. However, it's how we respond to them that makes us different. I choose not to quit every single fucking day I get up. I choose that. I make that conscious decision, even though sometimes I may not want to. Sometimes I may want to stay in bed. Sometimes I may not want to get up. But you know what? It's my obligation. It's my duty as a man to go out into the world and handle my responsibilities. It's my obligation to handle the responsibilities of solving my problems every single day. It's my responsibility. And I know that I'm only going to become more and more successful. So the more successful that I become, the more stress tolerant I have to be. Because it's going to keep getting stressful. But in a positive way. When I work out, it's stressful. I'm putting stress into my body. But that's what makes the muscles bigger. It's the same thing with your life. If you're doing something that is going to continue to keep you comfortable in your shell, you are not going to grow. However, if you choose to go after the things that are difficult, the things that are uncomfortable, the things that bring you new experiences, that's what's going to cause you to grow. That's what's going to cause you to pivot, because now you're entering uncharted territory that's never been traveled before, at least for you. And you will gain the experience of understanding how to maneuver against these waters. That's very important. When you're talking about solving problems, you need to have that skill to be able to solve problems effectively. You need to be creative. And the only way to be creative is to tap into a creative situation, which usually is the unknown. Because if you're going to be creative, creative means what? To create. How do you expect to create when you're living in the same reality day in and day out? It doesn't fucking make sense. But when you tap into something new, you're capable of creating more. So start tapping into newer experiences, because this is what's going to help you change your life. This is what's going to give you the exposure to be able to think differently and think outside of the box. Unlike everybody else that just wants to stay comfortable, wants to live in that monotonous routine of being a fucking slave. Don't let it be you. Everybody else has the same schedule. Everybody else. Think about it. Monday, they're dreading it. Tuesday, they're dreading it. Wednesday, it's almost Friday. Thursday, man, we're almost there. Friday, and then everybody just loses their shit throughout the weekend, and then they go back, and it's the same cycle over and over and over. Same job, same friends, same people, complaining about their lives, same emotions, same thoughts, nothing new. That's boring. Why don't you switch it up a little bit? Why don't you go out into the world and start taking risks? Why don't you start that business that you always had in mind? Why don't you start that workout? You said that you wanted to get in shape this year. Where are your results? Have you started? Why don't you start taking action, taking a step forward, even if you're not 100% sure that you have all the answers? Because as you're stepping forward, the path will continue to unfold. You can't expect to predict everything. Can't. The only way to predict your future is to create it. And the only way to create it is by taking that step forward. So start taking that step forward. Every single day you wake up, it's a new day. Go after it. That's what it's about. All right, I'm 9 minutes in. I got to get back to work. But I wanted to make this video because it's important for me to keep communicating with everybody that watches my content, because I want to genuinely better the lives of other people. It's part of my mission. It's part of my calling. I believe that I have the communication to do it. I have the heart to do it. And I'm going to keep doing it. So if you enjoyed the video, share it with somebody. Get off your fucking ass and start doing something about your life, because it's only you that's going to be able to do something about it and change it. Nobody else. Listen, nobody gives a fuck about you. It's just plain and simple. So it's up to you to change your life. It's up to you to make these decisions. Nobody's gonna fucking spoon feed you. You're an adult. Start acting like one. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you think, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Shout out to the BFP. Love you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.